안녕하세요! Hi guys, so I'm back with another video, and today I'll be filming one of the most requested things that you guys have been asking for, and it is my makeup video. No, it's a bit different from the other makeup video, but today I'll be filming Singapore Airlines makeup video tutorial. Woo! As you all know, I've flown for 2.5 years, and I've been doing the same makeup over and over again. So basically what they teach in Training Academy is a bit different from what I do, because I kind of like, okay, not that I change it, but I just like simplify it a bit. You know, you kind of like adapt as you go. But we learned a lot about makeup when we were in training for about 3.5 months, and we had to put it every day. So now I'm just going to show you how you can simplify it with, my tips and tricks. Today I'm at a studio, and I just want to say thank you so much, Jasmine, for letting me this place, because she will have light and everything prepared. So I'm really thankful, and yes, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Oh, and another thing is, I don't really have a mirror. I only have this, as you all remember. So please make do, but it's all about the affordability, right? I will also show you what's inside my makeup pouch. So this is the makeup pouch that I've been using ever since I started flying. Yeah, my trusty makeup pouch. So I think a lot of you guys always wonder like, oh, what's inside a stewardess makeup pouch? Well, some people have a lot, and some people don't really have a lot, and I basically don't have much. I'm all about the simple. Okay, so firstly, of course, when we were in training, all of us were taught that we have to use foundation and do like shading, like contour and stuff. But I'm not really into contour. So this is like a simplified version. It's not the real SQ version, but yes, this is the simplified version for me. Okay, so I'm going to start. So firstly, I'm going to use the concealer that I always use also. I'm not really particular about which concealer I use when I was flying, as long as it matches my skin colors. Okay. By the way, the main point of the SQ makeup is the eyes actually, like the shadow that we use, and it's just the coming together, the colors and the hair and the uniform. It's not about what I do just for the makeup. So, oh no, my skin is dry, really dry. Okay, the reason why we have to use foundation is to good makeup on the face, because we learned during training that when we get ready for work and we want to serve the passengers, even when it's dark at night, they must be able to see our makeup. That's the reason why we have to put like a very heavy makeup. But yes, like I said, it's a simple version today for me. So usually I don't really put foundation, but just for today, because I think my skin is not really doing well. Oh, well, okay, there's a difference when you put foundation. Yeah, I guess that's why SQ say must put. Oh, no. I feel like when we were all flying as stewardesses, a lot of people have like their own way of doing makeup, and some people do it really nicely. Well, there's actually a lot more steps that I'm showing you today, but because I want you guys to be able to try it at home also, so I'm just using the bare minimum. And do it at the same time, it's very hard for me. So next, I will just draw my eyebrows, and like the same, I've always been using the same one. I just use the same thing always. Okay, so a bit about SQ makeup training. So basically, on the third day of our training, there's this class that we all have to take as beginners. We spend one whole day in the makeup room, and on that day, it's like the scariest day of all our lives. You know why? Well, because a lot of the stewardesses in SQ can relate with me. So basically, on that third day, you girls, every single like stewardess will get to know whether you have to cut your hair. Yeah, so that's when I got my verdict to cut my hair. You know, like in Korea, they will teach you how to draw like one straight line, but for SQ, you have to have a curve. And I'm not really good at doing it, but I'm trying my best. I see like some people are so good at doing it, but I don't know, it's just not my thing. Okay, yeah, so basically on the third day, I found out that I had to cut my hair. And in my class, because there was like 20 of us, 20 girls actually, about half of us had our hair cut. There were a lot of reasons why we had to cut our hair. Well, some is because of the face, because of the neck, And it all depends on that one teacher that teaches us the makeup, and we're always so scared of her. Well, because she's really good at what she do. Usually I'll just go straight to doing the eyeshadow because that takes the longest time for me, especially when it comes to makeup. I'm using this eye primer, same again, from that video. This one I'm not showing it. It's from Etude House. When I was flying, like I said, I used Urban Decay. But I just used it because everybody was using it. So I was like, okay, it's something I must use. But no, I feel like it serves the same purpose to me. So for us, we really need to use eye primer because like when we're flying, like at least 15 hours we have our makeup on from the time we leave home until the time we touch down in the hotel. So it really helps to stay in place. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. This is the one that we all use when we're flying. It's actually Kate Tokyo Brown Shade Eyes. It's in BR2. There is only a few colors that we can use. So when, like I told a lot of people, when we were juniors, a lot of us had to use blue color because it makes our eyes stand out even more apparently. So you only can choose from like 1 or 2 brands, and for brown, also 2 brands only. So this is the one that they recommend us. Main part about SQ makeup that they taught us was that it's a gradation makeup. So what happened is usually I just use like this color, and then this color. So let's go. Like, this is the only time I use a brush. Okay, so I will spread the lighter color all over the eyes first because you know the darker color is easier to catch on, right? Like just make it like that. And some of my double eyelids are really high, so this color is on already. I'll just go on to the next one. Usually for this part, I always use a thinner brush. I haven't bought a new brush for this because I left mine in Singapore. Whoops. Okay, so this part, how they taught us is you have to draw like, can you see like our eyes has like this pointy thing? I don't know how to say it, but okay, you just have to follow it. So what I do usually is I do the bottom line first, like that. Can you guys see? And then I just match the top, like just follow this part. Okay, I don't really know how you call it, but that's how I do it. Okay, then you just add color. It might look like it's very crazy now, but I don't know, when somehow you do it, it just works. Okay, you don't want to put too much to make it too dark. So just enough for it to be seen first. So once you're done with the outer corners, what I usually do, I just use this color. Can you guys see? Cannot see. Okay, closer to my face, I can see. This color. And then I just dab it in like in the middle of it and blend it. Ooh. So after you're done with that part, usually I will do my eyeliner. So we always use this one, the Heroine. Oh no, can you see I used it so much? It's Heroine Makeup Eyeliner. This is the best, waterproof. Okay, you know like it's messy here, so usually I just touch that later. So for SQ, the makeup, you wanna like do a really winged eyeliner. As in, I always draw it like a bit more. I always draw it right to the edge. In class, teacher, you mean like when we were in training, they always asked us to use pen liner. No wait, this pen liner, pencil liner. But I'm really bad at that, so this works too if you can do it properly. Can you see? There's a difference. Okay, I'm done with this side. Now this side. So you just draw like one straight line first. And they were teaching us, they would tell us to draw like this side and make it like a bit smoky and stuff, but I don't do that because, I don't know, it looks a bit scary to me. So usually I just use the white one, as in the bright one, this color, and I just put it in the inner corner of the eye. I would say when I was flying, there's a lot of people who did makeup way better than me. I'm not really a makeup person, but you know, I feel like SQ has taught me a lot when it comes to makeup, really a lot. I can't draw my eyeliner properly last time, now I can, so can you see there's a gradation? So like it's from light to dark. I mean, it's a bit messy, so I haven't really refined it, but yes, it's this way, right? Yeah. You can see? Light to dark in the under eye. So now I will go on to my blush. So like I said, I always use this blush. I always use this blush when I'm flying. What I do is just this way. I tend to put more because, especially when I was flying, you can't really see in the dark. So if I look like Xiao Zha Bo, you know why. And yeah, but it sort of comes all together anyway in the end. So I tend to put a bit more than usual, especially just for flying. So that, you know, because sometimes when you're flying, when you don't put enough makeup, you might get zapped. We call it zapped. Like, people might just say you. Can you see? I look like a cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. I look like oh yes, cherry blossom because it's pink. Okay, so after that, the main part, another main part, oh my gosh, so many main part, is to do the eyelash. Looking eyelashes is you have to do it twice. So basically what I do is I comb my lash first, because if not, it might get stuck, right? I don't have to, usually I kiap, you know, like kiap like that. But because my lashes is permed, I don't kiap it. So lash, Korean brand, Clio, they're good for your lash. This one, need tutorial lah, huh? Just whack only, huh? This is something I couldn't do without when I was flying. Like, sometimes you try to fake it, but no matter how thick and long your eyelashes are, you can't fake it. So that's why a lot of people do like eyelash extension, so that it makes this, like, sometimes with eyelash extensions, you don't even need to draw so much eyeliner because it sort of like have that effect, eyeliner effect. Can you see? I have eyelash. Woo! Okay. So I'll let it dry first. But there's a difference with and without bottom lash, so. I only put in a lot of effort to make up when I need to go to work. If not, definitely bare face all day, all day. Can you see? I have lashes now. Okay. So before I put the last layer of mascara, usually I'll put lip gloss first. Bioderma, always the way to go. Then I will use my lips. I'll put my lipstick. Or no, actually you're supposed to use the skin color lip. But because I don't have it again, right? So I'm going to use this one. The one that I have. I'm just going to apply more. Can you guys see? So red. But yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to use shimmery also, but this is the only red color I have, so. It's so red. Shucks, I very long never see myself in makeup. Well, in class we learned that you have to put 4 to 5 layers of mascara, but that's way too much, so I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it today. Usually I just do 2. Okay, so this is the SQ makeup look. I feel that the Malays and the Indians in our airline, or even Eurasians, if they have mixed blood, they have a lot more stronger makeup because they have stronger like features, but that's what I usually do, and usually we all look the same like that. So yes, this is the makeup for SQ, so stay tuned for the next video. Should I do another video? So I'll move on to the next part of doing my hair, and I'll show you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm back with the hair part of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie my hair, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it, okay? It's hard to see and do, but well, that's what I did also. I watched video and then I sort of just keep practicing. Okay, so this is the method that I always do. Firstly, you just want to tie a low, like, bun, a low bun. Oh no, a low ponytail, low ponytail. I always do standard parting. So a low ponytail first, like that. You want to make sure that it's not too tight, because like when you pull, it's going to be very like painful. So I usually turn 3 rounds. Okay, then what you do is, you want to loosen it a bit. Maybe like just 2 finger spacing. 2 finger spacing, 2 fingers. Firstly, you want to do this. Like that, right? Can you see? You have to pull this a little bit. Here. And then when you're pulling it, you have to turn it at the same time also, so that it goes in. Last time the seniors tell me, twirl and push, like it doesn't work until you really try. So here goes. Okay, and then you want to use this one to comb this side to make it like... Sorry, I have to check whether it's working. Okay, then just continue twirling again. I really hope it works. It doesn't always work for me, so And you want to neaten this side also. This is my mirror, guys. Remember I told you I got no mirror? Ooh, okay.
It looks nicer.
Okay, yeah. So usually if you have short this part, because it's kind of long, you have to tuck it in. But if it's short, then it just ends up here, so which is good. Because hers is long, you have to tuck it in. So what you want to do is make it tight, right? And then you turn it inwards and just put it inside here, like that. Ta-da! So it disappears, right? Okay, then now like that. So the first part, you want to secure the part with the rubber band. So this way. I always just go straight in. You shouldn't be able to see the pin, so I try to make it diagonal so it doesn't come out. Can see the pin? Can, right?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, that's good.
In my view.
Okay, then one more here. And there. Okay, and then one on the top here to secure it in place. So it goes down. Always point. Ah! Okay, it's always very painful, but it's never not painful, so. I mean, it depends. If you have long hair, it's fine. Let me adjust it a bit. Okay, like this lah. Can you see? Okay, so I fixed it up a bit, and this is like what it looks like now. It's a bit like there's gaps because like my hair is a bit two-tone now, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. After you spray, it kind of comes together, so you just need the basic shape. So like that. Okay, so the magic, the hump comes from here. So what you do is, it's like this already, right? So all this leftover hair, you just comb it over and it just falls into place. See? Voila! I'm very amused also the first time I do it. Okay, so this is the French twist method, yeah? When I first started, I was short hair, but after that I went to bob. Ooh, can you see? It kind of like comes over. Okay, after I spray it will be better, but. So it's like this. And then after you spray, it kind of fix it up. So I'm going to fix it up and then show you, okay? Okay, now the fringe. So I always use an iron. Ooh. Ooh, shucks. This is the best I can do with what I have. Oh, I don't know what to do with this.
That was nice though. How come become like that?
Whatever. Whatever already. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, not bad. Is this the end product? I just have to fix this one.
Do you even hair dryer?
Okay, so I fixed my fringe and everything else, so it looks something like that. I cannot guarantee you that every time you do it, it works because it took me also a few times, even today, about 5 times to do it. So, yes, this is the best I can do with the whatever hair that I have now. So this is the fringe. Usually I use iron and then just spray a bit and hold like that, blah, blah, blah. And then, so yes, I'm going to show you the final look. So I'm going to sprinkle some magic and I'll show you in a minute. Ready? Hi, sir.
I think this flight a bit cold, and I think I need a cup of Coke, please.
You would like to have a cup of Coke, sir?
Yeah, cup of Coke.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No, I said it's cold.
Oh, you want a cup of cold Coke?
Yeah, but it's cold. I feel cold.
Ah, so you want warm Coke?
I don't want to take it. I want to change it.
Okay, so this is the finished look. Look at what I did to my hair. For this video, I actually spray my hair black so you can see what it really looks like because stewardess are not supposed to have blonde hair, of course. So yes, this is the final look and I did really my best to film this video. And I wanted to paint my nails also, but it's gonna get on my hair and I already have like nails on. So usually we have red nails because it kind of match the lips and the nails. And a little tip is usually brown eyeshadow goes with like orange blush, but I don't have orange blush today, so okay. So yes, anyway, this is the finished look that I have. I hope you guys after watching the video you can try it out. Remember to tag me, try it out. It feels weird because it feels like I need to suck in and stand straight and speak proper English. Okay, yeah, so I felt there's a lot of like memories coming back to me, but yes, I definitely miss flying a lot. And I hope you guys, after you are able, I mean, of course you might not have the uniform, but if you can try the makeup and the hair, you'll feel like what we feel as well, I guess, when we're gonna go to work. Yep. So okay, so I'm gonna conclude today's video. And if you want to find out more about flying or anything else that I can do or offer you as ex-crew, remember to leave it in the comment section down below. And yes, remember to try it, and I wish you success. Oh, that's for pilots. Whoops. I wish you success.